Good afternoon, Mayor Bagwell. Can you hear me? Go everywhere.
Thank you, Chair. Yes.
And I guess we do. Supervisor Giomi, nice to see you. Supervisor White, Supervisor Schulte, nice to see you as well.
And Supervisor Jones is in the room with me. So all 5 of our members are present.
Marvelous. Supervisor Jones, good to see you.
Thank you.
And I've got Commissioner Herman with us, Commissioner Hill, Commissioner Hartung, and Manager Brown is with us, and our registrar of voters, and also our district attorney is with us. We will get, it's 1 o'clock. Mayor Bagwell, if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order, and we can do roll call individually. So I will start with Washoe County Commission, actually, we do a salute to the flag. So Mayor Bagwell, will you lead us in this salute, Madam Mayor?
Absolutely, be honored. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mayor Bagwell. I appreciate that. Madam Clerk for Washoe County, can you please call roll?
Of course. Bob Lucy, Chair.
Here.
Von Hartung, Vice Chair.
Here.
Alexis Hill.
Here.
Kitty Jung. Looks like she's absent. Jeannie Herman.
Here.
County Manager Eric Brown.
Here.
Assistant District Attorney Nathan Edwards.
Here.
Sir, you have a quorum.
Madam Clerk, Mayor Bagwell, I'll turn it over to you.
Do we have her on time? Ms. Paulson, please call the roll.
Supervisor Giomi,
Here.
Supervisor White,
Here.
Supervisor Jones,
Here.
Supervisor Schutte,
Here.
Mayor Bagwell,
Here.
Carson City Board has a quorum.
You, Madam Clerk. All right, we were going to move on to item 3. Mr. Manager, this is item 3.
Item 3 is public comment. Comment heard under this item will be limited to 3 minutes per person and may pertain to matters both on and off the commission agenda. The commission will also hear public comment during individual action items with comment limited to 3 minutes per person. Comments are to be made to the commission as a whole.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. And this is since this is a concurrent meeting of both the Carson City Supervisors and Washoe County Commission, we will be having public comment available to any individual in the Washoe County Chambers wishing to speak. Madam Clerk, do we have any public comment signed in?
Mr. Chair, we have nobody in chambers, but I did receive an email that I believe was distributed to the commissioners as well from Kathy Valenta Weiss.
Okay, please put that on the record. Ms. Paulson, did you receive any public comment from Carson City?
We do not have any public comment.
Seeing no public comment, we'll close public comment and move on to item 4, which is Commissioners and County Managers announcements. Mr. Manager, do you have anything at this time?
I have nothing, Mr. Chair.
All right. Commissioners, do you have anything? Any comments, any commissioners from Washoe County would like to make this? Mayor Bagwell, I'll turn it over to you if you have for your supervisor.
Does any member have a question or comment? We have none. Thank you, Mr. Lucy.
All right. Thank you, Mayor Bagwell. Moving on, we are on to item 5. Mr. Manager, will you take us into item 5?
Item 5 is pursuant to Article 4, Section 12 of the Nevada Constitution and NRS Chapter 218A, recommendation to appoint an individual to fill the vacancy in the office of Senate District 16, comprised of portions of Washoe County and Carson City, and recently vacated by Benjamin Keycaffer. For the remainder of his term expire upon the swearing in of the successful candidate at the next regular election in 2022. The two nominees for the appointment were selected previously by the Washoe County Board of Commissioners on November 9th, 2021, and the Carson City Board of Supervisors on November 4th, 2021, from the following list: Melissa T. Clement, Jessica Glover, Rue Robert Goodnow, Stephen Garazzi, Ronald W. Haslam, Lisa Krasner, Maxine Neitz, Heidi Palmer, Larry Payton, Tracy Don Smith, Donald Tatro, Jeffrey Theed, and Robert L. Weiss. The term will be considered jointly with the Carson City Board of Supervisors and may include votes by both boards as well as votes by the chairs of each board in accordance with NRS 218A.260. Following the appointment, the Washoe County Board of Commissioners shall issue a certificate of appointment naming the appointee with the Washoe County Clerk, which the Washoe County Clerk shall then give to the appointee with a copy to the Nevada Secretary of State. Mr. Chair.
Mr. Manager. So at this time, we've both convened our boards. As stated in the agenda item, Carson City convened on November 4th to make a selection from the following candidates. The Washoe County Board of Commissioners convened on November 9th and did the same of candidates that did come and interview, and selections were made. And so with that, Madam Mayor, I will turn it over to you for your comments from your board meeting and anything that your board members would like to say.
Thank you so much, Chair Lucy. The Carson City Board of Supervisors met on November 4th and interviewed all of the applicable candidates. And on behalf of the Carson City Board of Supervisors, I, Lori Bagwell, Mayor, cast our 4 votes for Robert L. Weiss. And it was a unanimous vote.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, I do appreciate that. And in accordance with the meeting for the Washoe County Board of Commissioners on November 9th, the board did conduct the interviews, that same as Carson City Supervisors, and there was a vote for candidates, a unanimous appointment of Donald Tatro to the seat, and our votes will be cast in the name of Don Tatro. So, Mr. Manager and Mr. DA, I believe our votes, there have been votes cast for both Mr. Tatro and Mr. Weiss. Washoe County's votes actively act as 62% of that vote. Is that correct?
Right.
All right, Mr. Manager. And so with that, the recommendation is to send Donald Tatro to appoint Donald Tatro to the remainder of Senator Ben Keycaffer's term, expiring at the swearing in of the next elected candidate after the regular election in 2022. And so with that, we need to get a ratification from both boards that Donald Tatro will be the appointee to the Senate seat. So I will call for a motion to ratify the votes issued here today.
So moved, Hartung.
Naomi, second.
Motion from Commissioner Hartung, a second from Supervisor Giomi. I'll call for the votes of the Washoe County Commissioners. All the commissioners in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed?
Me, Jean Herman.
Commissioner Herman is in the opposition with 3 commissioners in the affirmation. So The vote passes with a 3-to-1 vote. Mayor Bagwell, I'll let you call for the vote for Carson City Supervisors.
All those in favor of the ratification of today's actions for the appointment of Donald Tatro, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, please say no. Our motion has, excuse me, did I get a no?
No. Maurice White, no.
Okay, thank you. The motion has carried 4 yeses and 1 no. The no being recorded by Supervisor White.
Mayor Bagwell, I appreciate that. We want to thank all of the applicants that went through this process and took the time. We do respect everybody's willingness to participate in the specific duty, and thank everybody. Madam Clerk, is there any public comment on this item that was issued outside of public comment, general public comment?
There is not.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. All right, we are on to item 6. This is our final public comment. Madam Clerk, once again, is there any public comment issued for either the Board of Washoe County Commissioners or Board of Carson City Supervisors?
I have nobody signed in chambers.
Thank you. Ms. Paulson, do you have anybody?
No, we don't.
All right. This is a final, and we'll move on to agenda item 7. This is our final comments from any commissioner or supervisor. Any comments from any commissioners or supervisors?
I do have a comment. Looking at Article 4, Section 12, can somebody clarify for me when the next succeeding session of the legislature is to take place?
Mr. Edwards?
Chairman, aren't we past this point? This is a time for comments, not questions.
Yeah, I believe that's correct, Mr. Supervisor. Why we can't ask questions, you can proffer comments at this point, but no questions can be answered. It's not agendized. Thank you, Vice Chairman.
I'd like to make a comment as well, if I may, Chair Lucy.
Supervisor Giomi, I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to say that I think Mr. Tatro, having been a former resident of Carson City, will do a fine job. I'd encourage him to reach out to the city and even Mr. Weiss, who has a history of representing both Washoe and Clark counties. I do have faith in Mr. Tatro. He was one of my finalists, and I believe he'll represent both counties to the utmost of his ability, and look forward to working with him.
Thank you, Supervisor Giomi. Any further comments? All right. Mayor Bagwell, I'm sorry.
So Supervisor White, please feel free to reach out to our board counsel if needed for your questions, as again, this is the time for just announcements and reports. I too want to thank the Washoe County Board, the Carson City Board, and all of the applicants for this position, for participating in such a civic opportunity. I know that it was a tough decision by all of us, and we're very fortunate to have had 2 superb candidates, and I too have complete faith in Mr. Tatro and look forward to working with him. So thank you very much.
Mayor Bagwell, and I also want to thank all of both boards. I think both boards have exhibited a high amount of skill and tenure in regards to the questions and interview process that was had. I want to thank your staff, Mr. Mayor Bagwell, and your board. You've done a phenomenal job representing Carson City and all of the region, and my board and my staff for conducting this. And I think this is truly a perfect example of how both our municipalities can work jointly together and continue to do that in the future as we continue to be represented by Senate District 16. So I look forward to that further representation and look forward to that continued partnership between us and Carson City.
Thank you.
All right, we're seeing nothing further from any of the other commissioners or supervisors. I will close this meeting and we are adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Kirk out.